Welcome to Amy Kardashian and the Expert Show, where the experts share their knowledge, wisdom, and powerful insights to help you transform your business and personal life. This show is about business skills, self-development, health and beauty, and sometimes I bring inspirational stories to help you see your life in a whole different perspective. My name is Amy Kardashian, not Kardashian. I hope you enjoyed the show with us today, and I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I did myself, and I hope you did the same. In this segment, we are going to talk about how to stop court crimes. This is a very deep subject, and I have a guest with me. She's been through that, and she's going to explain to us how we can all stand up for justice. And her name is Wealthy Silva. And I am so blessed to have you today, Wealthy Silva. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. Thank you for having me on your show.
Sure.
I appreciate this opportunity to hopefully make more people aware of the court crimes that are happening every day in family court, specifically family court.
Absolutely. And let me explain to them a little bit how I get to invite you to my show.
Sure.
Somehow I received an email. I don't open all emails, but something told me to open this particular email, and it was about a judge treating a child that's not just with fairly. And I took my time. I watched the 3 shows, and I was a little bit thinking about maybe there is something behind it, that's why the judge is acting this way. But then after I watched the show, I watched the video, I realized how harsh she was on this little girl, and my heart went with your daughter. And I'm like, I want to make sure to save other children by bringing this education to educate everyone about what's happening in the court and why this is very important, because we are, as adults, we need to stand up. So I'm so sorry that you had to go through this, but yet you're turning around and you're using it to help others. So
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about your story.
Okay.
So this way we know why you're standing up and what can we do about it so other families, they don't have to go through it.
Okay, well, I will quote a statistic. 58,000 children per year in the U.S. go to live with abusive parents or guardians. That's ridiculous. If we know the statistics, 58,000 children, why is it not being stopped? Right?
Why is that?
The family courts are out of control. Judges need to be held accountable for not following the laws. There's a lot of money going through family court. There's a lot of greed and corruption because of that. Court-appointed therapists and guardian ad litems and the drug rehabilitations, the drug testing sites, all of this court-appointed stuff, I believe needs to end. That just needs to be abolished. I believe it needs to be completely abolished. I think that's one huge step that could stop a lot of the corruption, because, in my opinion, if a therapist is licensed in the state of Nevada, that should be sufficient for family court. It doesn't need to be, well, we're only going to use these 3 specific therapists, and then the judges and the lawyers, and they're all in cahoots with this therapist, and then they can make the outcome be whatever they want it to be. Not actually an unbiased therapist doing their job properly.
That's a good point. Unbiased therapist.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Not somebody that's been paid off to make the outcome be whatever it needs to be for this particular judge or lawyer, right? So that should just, we need to stop that. License in Nevada,
third party.
That's sufficient.
Okay.
And the drug testing. If you go to any clinic, any hospital, you should be able to get your drug test. That should be sufficient to show in family court. Not, we have one, I believe it's called Options program, that they do the drug testing for family court. Really? Only one is accepted through family court? So if you go to some hospital in Nevada that is licensed.
Yeah.
This is not sufficient.
And
this isn't okay to show in court.
They're keeping everything in the same place. Okay, like the same circle.
I mean, you see how that opens everything up for corruption.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how it happens.
So I think that's one way to stop.
Okay. So now I want them to hear a little bit about your story, because this is what brought you to here. And then when I watched the videos, I saw you had been interviewed on Channel 3 and 8. I think
it was 13 and 8.
3.
Yeah. 13.
And I saw that I didn't feel anything that you have done wrong for the judge not to let you say goodbye to your daughter, or your daughter crying.
Well, I shouldn't have ever had to say goodbye to her.
Begging the judge to say, "Can I say goodbye to my mom? Please, 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 I beg you." And it just something there. I'm like, no, this is not acceptable. No matter what the mother is doing, the child still have the right to say goodbye to the mother, and it should be controlled differently. And it wasn't acceptable to me how she was treating your daughter.
No, well, that's a huge point too. Because
then now though, you had custody 50-50 before. She took it away.
Before I had primary custody.
Okay, and then what happened there?
From primary custody, my daughter went to see her father every weekend, and I had primary, and he had visitation on the weekend. And then after about 2 years, our daughter started refusing to go see him on the weekends. At that point, my ex started dragging back into court. Of course, he was taking me into court for every 3 months, just some, I don't know, anything you could think of. And then after she refused to see him for, I guess, almost a year, that's when the judge gave him sole custody.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Because the daughter refused to see
because
him.
the daughter refused.
It's nothing that you have done.
Nothing that I had done.
Or
you've been in
jail, or you've done something wrong.
None of it. None of it.
Yeah. So
exactly. That's a great point.
This is what we're talking about.
That's a great point.
There's nothing. I mean, to the point that she couldn't tell you, she didn't allow you to see your daughter. I thought you have done something horrible.
Oh, most people did.
If you see your daughter, you're gonna end up doing something to her, even if you was controlled by other people, like watching you.
Yeah.
So.
But the truth is, I was still babysitting other people's children after my daughter was taken from me, or kidnapped, actually. And I didn't see her for 4 months. During that 4 months, I was still babysitting other people's children. And it wasn't like they weren't aware. They all knew everything about the situation.
Something.
I was still
what
babysitting
is
them.
the court are gaining from this? How they're gaining against you or against some families? Why is it? Is it because maybe the husband or the wife, they're paying more money? Or
well, I can promise you he paid more
it?
than me, because I have no money.
Okay.
I am completely broke. Mainly from family court, I am bankrupt because I can't afford a lawyer anymore. I paid a lawyer so much money, and then all the money is gone. And when I did not have an attorney, that's when all of this happened.
So you were the weak link?
Of course, because I don't have an attorney.
So but now everything have changed. Finally, you get your daughter back
to 50-50.
And you're fine, and it's not like nothing against you.
Right. It wasn't like I was on drugs and now I'm not on drugs. No, it was nothing.
Nothing like that.
Nothing changed. Nothing. I haven't changed in any way.
So what changed is the court.
What changed was the judge.
The judge. So there are some judges.
A different judge now.
There's some judges are more have conscience, and they're doing their job, and some judges are using their power.
Yes.
So we have to really give the credit to judges who is helping you.
Oh, absolutely.
And then
the ones that are following the law.
So we have to know. We have to really watch the judges, not to overtake the court.
Yes. Not to abuse their power. Yeah, judges need to be held accountable. And judicial discipline has now formally charged Rena Hughes for what she did to my daughter. So I appreciate that judicial discipline is doing their job now.
Something is working. So, but we need to get more out there.
More
know about it.
Because here's what's happening too. Okay, as much as I appreciate judicial discipline, finally, after a year and a half, finally coming forward with these formal charges. Meanwhile, she's still collecting a paycheck. She's still sitting on the bench every day. She's still destroying children's lives.
Wow.
I know 35 people personally.
Wow. Okay, when we come back, we are going to talk more about what can we do really to protect those children, not just the mother and the father, whatever it might be, but the children. In my heart, that's very important. So we'll be right back very shortly.
I'm Jamie Lee Metz, CEO and founder of Skin Fitness here in Las Vegas. We've been serving Las Vegas for over 17 years. We're proud to announce we just won 2017 Spa of the Year by Image International. That's the skincare company of the Miss Universe pageant. We offer exclusive treatments like our Time Eraser facial, which uses multiple modalities and literally erases time. Our Pore Purge, which is the ultimate in hygiene, and our Fire and Ice facial, which literally removes and soothes the skin at the same time. Come see us at our new location here in Village Square. We look forward to seeing you soon.
We are back with Wealthy Silva talking about the justice system and how can we protect our children from judges who abuse the system. And welcome back.
Thanks.
Okay, so tell us now what other people, if they're going through this, what they need to do and what action they need to take.
Run for your life. I wish I had a better answer for you. Until the system is completely changed or abolished, I don't really see a way to protect yourself or your children once you go into family court.
So don't even get there.
Don't go there. Yes, exactly.
Most
Just
of the
don't
parents,
go there. Do not spend a dime
you're thinking
in that
about,
place.
You want to take your ex-wife or ex-husband to court.
Don't do it.
You're gonna be surprised what could happen. So it's better to
avoid
that before it gets there. No matter what the cost is, still it would be better than going to court.
Once you go into family court, and if they see that you have any money or assets, they won't stop bothering you until you've got nothing.
Wow.
They will rob you blind, and destroy your children.
Wow. Now we're talking about some of them are like that, but other judges are.
Let's go
80%. Like wow.
Let's go 80% chance that you're going to be
taking.
Your money. You are going to lose everything, and your children will be destroyed. Yes.
You suffer. Is that helping the children?
No,
it's destroying.
No, it's completely destroyed, and it goes. It baffles me because I am a very, universal thinker, or very, I think about the future. I think about in 10, 20 years from now when we are left with all of these children who have, mental issues, mental damage,
I felt your daughter,
trauma, right?
I mean, the way she acted with her, I felt so bad because this is gonna damage this little girl forever.
Yes, it changes your DNA. And honestly, there's studies that it changes your DNA. What's happening, and how can we not think about what's going to happen in 10 to 20 years when we're left with all of these little damaged souls? That's great. Lawyers and judges are making all this money right now, and they're thinking about right now. But I'm telling you, society will suffer from this.
Yes, but I agree with you. Now we're saying don't even go to court. Mm-hmm. I agree with you. But how about if some people, they never even heard about this and they're going to court? Yeah. What they need to do, we need to change the system.
Well, yes, change
the system. And we need to speak up about it. So
there is a website. There's war declared on family court, on Clark County Family Court. there's a Facebook page, War Declared on Clark County Family Court. You can join this Facebook page. You can get a lot of information. Steve Sanson from Veterans in Politics has been the leader of, let's reform this, let's change this.
Okay.
Well, that you can get
That
the
is
link
from there
to
Okay.
the website for that.
Nice. Very
Yes.
nice.
Just educate yourself. U.S. Constitution. The U.S. Constitution is not being followed in family court. Laws are being broken, and that's what needs to be stopped. I mean, how can we have this court system just run amok, not following laws?
Yeah.
People just blatantly lying and never being held accountable for it.
So the key, I would say, stand up. Stand up if you know someone is suffering from this. If somebody's fighting, we need to stand up for the justice system.
We do.
to change. And also, I'm gonna have one of my experts, Dr. Phoenix. She is a child psychologist. She will be on my show. And we will talk about, I'm going to show her the video you have, and we're going to talk about how that can affect children well-being, their spirit, their thoughts, and how we need to protect the next generation that we have. I thank you so much for being on my show.
Thank you so much.
And really bringing light to this, because everyone wanted to take care of this and they go hide, but you're speaking up.
Yes,
and I appreciate that about
I
you.
want people to show up. I want, even if it doesn't affect you today, it might affect you in the future.
And somewhere, somehow.
Yes.
So thank you for watching, and stay tuned. I have another guest, a wonderful guest with us, and we'll be right back. I didn't focus on my weaknesses. I focused on my strength, and I was able not only to lead myself, I was able to lead my team into success. Many people ask me, what do you mean by awakening the powerful leader within you? I have been leading myself and others for years. Well, I tell them, of course you have, but did you know that you have way more power than you can ever imagine? See, you and I, we were born with the capability to lead ourselves to live our purpose. Then life's challenges and obstacles come along and buries our capabilities. How do I know that? I know it because life happened to me. My question to you today is this. What are you creating? Now, I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he was thinking I'm gonna download something.